Okay, so we're gonna do a print. We're gonna have two different plates, one for each color. So our finished print is gonna have two colors of ink, one from each plate, and one color of paper. And that's whatever the paper we use is. So we want to start off here with a drawing in two colors. Okay. If we have a lot of lines in the drawing, we want it to be nice and thick so that we're able to carve out on both sides of the line and we have lots of room left over. Okay? So after we've got that, what we want to do is we're going to transfer this image onto the first plate. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to take a pastel. What I want is a color that will contrast my plate here. Okay? So I don't want it to be similar to this. I want it to be as different as I can. You can use any sort of like loose, powdery material for this. The pastel works really well. Charcoal works really well. Anything that's kind of soft and powdery. Anything where like it'll rub off the paper easily will be great. All right, now I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it on top of my plate, and I want to line up the left-hand edge and the bottom. So when I'm printing, I'm going to need my plates to register correctly, meaning I'm going to need them to go to like line up so that they print the colors in the right spots. So I want to make sure that when I attach my drawing to my plate, that it is lined up perfectly on at least two of the sides. So I'm going to use the bottom, the left-hand side here. I'm going to tape that down just so it doesn't like shift around too much. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace around the edges of the areas I want to copy. So I want to get on both sides of the lines. So I want to come over here and get this side too. I'm going to trace, trying to press down firmly. So I'm not just like tracing the line, I'm tracing around the sides of the line. One of the key things I really need to focus on is I need to make sure that I get all of the lines. I'll get as close as I possibly can. So for this one, I'm just worried about the black area. So whichever color you choose to do first, you'll just worry about that area. And all the pink areas are going to be on the next one. And once I think I've gotten everything, I can peel this back and check. And it should have transferred onto here. Okay? So it's transferred the pastel onto my plate. And once I have it transferred, I can use a marker to kind of draw in the areas to fix them a little more permanently, or I can just kind of carve using the pastel as a guide. But that's going to do a transfer. So I'll set this one aside. I'll move to my second plate. I'll go through the same process with that. If I have like a lot of overlap in my colors, I might need to pastel up again, but I probably won't need to. And again, I'm aligning that bottom edge and the side, the left-hand side. And what that means is when I print, I'll make real sure to align those as well. And now I'll just trace around my pink areas. That's going to be a lot easier because that's a lot simpler on mine. All right, that's it. Perfect. All right. So after that, probably safest to come in with a Sharpie, block those in. And then after we block in all the black areas on this one, all the pink areas on this one, we'll come in with a gouge right here, and we'll just carve away material everywhere that's not black. Okay? So I don't have to show you that whole process, but that's the way we do it. Does anybody have any questions? All right.